In the vast and uncharted stretches of the galaxy, the planet Earth was little more than a blip on the cosmic radar. Known as XZ-235 to the interstellar community, it was classified under the Class X category, a designation for planets so harsh and inhospitable that survival was considered impossible for any form of intelligent life. However, this widely accepted fact was about to be challenged in the most startling way. The Tashara, an advanced alien species known for their sleek design and silvery skin that shimmered under any light, had mastered interstellar travel eons before humans had even invented the wheel. Their ships were capable of crossing vast galactic distances in mere blinks, powered by the enigmatic quantum cores that hummed softly at the heart of their engines. Commander Verelix stood at the helm of the Vortex Spear, her eyes fixed on the green and blue sphere gradually dominating the view from the command deck. Beside her, Science Officer Zelthar monitored the readings flooding in from the planet below. "It's incredible," Zelthar muttered, his voice a mixture of awe and disbelief. "Our instruments must be malfunctioning. It shows extensive biodiversity, water, and even cities." Verelix raised an eyebrow, her usual stoic demeanor giving way to curiosity. "Cities imply civilization, Zelthar. Are you suggesting that intelligent life has not only survived but thrived on XZ-235? The implications were staggering. Class X planets were death sentences, swirling storms, lethal radiation, and atmosphere usually composed of toxic gases. Earth was supposed to be uninhabitable, and yet the readings suggested otherwise. "Preparing for a closer scan," Zelthar announced, adjusting the controls. The ship descended through the cloud layers, revealing the startling clarity of what lay below. Forests stretched vast and wide, teeming with life. Oceans sparkled under the gaze of the sun, and indeed there were cities, sprawling and vibrant with activity. Human beings, a species unregistered and unknown to the Tashara database, bustled about their daily lives, seemingly oblivious to the fact that their existence was an anomaly. "Dispatch the recon drones," Verelix ordered, her voice calm but her mind racing. "I want visuals and environmental samples and tap into their communication networks. It's time we learn more about these humans." As the drones dispersed, a junior officer approached with a report. "Commander, there's more. The humans have a term for their planet, Earth, and it appears they are aware of their environmental hostility but have adapted technologies and societal structures to combat and utilize these extremities." Verelix pondered the resilience of humanity. It was one thing to survive on a Class X planet. It was another to harness its deadly traits and build a thriving civilization. "Set up a communication link with their leaders," she decided. "It's rare we encounter such a phenomenon. We may have much to learn from them." The screen flickered to life as the communication protocols aligned with Earth's networks, a sign that the first contact was imminent. On the screen appeared a diverse group of human leaders, their expressions ranging from cautious to outright bewildering. "Visitors from the stars," began one of the human leaders, a woman with sharp eyes and a confident tone. "We greet you in peace. We call our home Earth the cradle of our kind, and we've long wondered when the cosmos would notice us." Verelix responded, her voice broadcasted clearly through the translator device. "We come in peace, Earthlings. We are the Tashara, from the star system you call Alcyone. Your survival and prosperity on such a planet defy all odds and our understanding." The humans smiled, some out of politeness, others with genuine intrigue. "Then let's exchange stories and knowledge," the leader proposed. "Perhaps there's more that binds us in the universe than the void between the stars." Thus began an unprecedented chapter in galactic history, where human tenacity met Tashara technology, promising a future filled with shared knowledge and understanding. As the first day of contact drew to a close, Verelix couldn't help but feel that this was just the beginning of something extraordinary. As the delegation of Tashara alighted within a specially designated area on Earth, their landing was broadcast live, capturing the rapt attention of billions. The air was thick with anticipation, as the sleek, metallic sheen of the alien ship contrasted starkly against the lush green backdrop of the landing site, chosen for its scenic beauty and symbolic unity with nature. a tranquil park in the midst of one of Earth's sprawling metropolises. Verelix, alongside her senior officers, descended the ramp. Earth's gravity was lighter than Tashara's, lending an airy quality to their steps. The Earth's leaders awaited, their faces a mixture of excitement and solemnity, dressed in garments that ranged from formal suits to traditional attire reflecting the planet's diverse cultures. As the two groups met, Dr. Lena Myers, Earth's appointed xenobiologist, stepped forward. "Welcome to Earth," she began, her voice steady but her eyes betraying her excitement. "We hope this will be the start of a beneficial relationship for both our peoples." Zelthar, intrigued by the biological diversity he'd observed from orbit, was quick to engage. "Your adaptation mechanisms are fascinating. Our scans indicate that your species has evolved under high variability pressures. Could you elaborate on how you've achieved such resilience?" Dr. Myers nodded, gesturing towards a portable holoscreen which flickered to life, showing diagrams of human DNA and various technological enhancements. Through a combination of genetic diversity and technological innovation. For instance, our medical technology allows us to modify genetic material to resist diseases and adapt to environmental stresses. The Tashara listened intently, their data pads buzzing with notes and translations. Verelix's second-in-command, Sub-Commander Tavel, was particularly interested in the technological aspect. "Your use of technology to supplement biological limitations is impressive. We've developed similar enhancements, but our focus has been on enhancing mental capacities rather than physical resilience." A guided tour of the Earth's technological and cultural achievements followed. The humans showcased their advancements in renewable energy, which they harnessed from their planet's relentless weather patterns and their architectural marvels designed to withstand or even capitalize on their planet's harsher elements. The tour culminated at a grand auditorium, where human historians presented holographic records of Earth's history, wars, peace, disasters, and triumphs. The Tashara were shown Earth's art, music, and literature, each piece a testament to the human spirit's complexity and vibrancy. Meanwhile, a team of Tashara scientists, led by Zelthar, collaborated with Earth's scientists in laboratories, exchanging theories and specimens. The discussions were technical and spirited, with each side eager to delve deeper into the other's knowledge. The exchange was not without its challenges. Differences in methodologies and priorities occasionally led to debates, and the language barrier, though mitigated by translators, still resulted in occasional misunderstandings. Yet each hurdle was met with a shared commitment to mutual respect and understanding. As night fell, a cultural exchange program took place under the starlit sky. Earth musicians played instruments both familiar and strange to the Tashara ears, while dancers performed styles that narrated the human experience through movement. Verelix found herself beside Dr. Myers, watching the performances. "Your culture is as diverse as your ecosystems," Verelix remarked, her tone reflective. Dr. Myers smiled. "Diversity is our strength. It teaches us that there are many ways to solve a problem or to enjoy a moment." As the night ended, both delegations retreated to their respective quarters, minds brimming with new knowledge and hearts a little more open. The initial curiosity had blossomed into a profound respect, paving the way for deeper collaboration and perhaps, in time, a lasting friendship between two remarkably different, yet fundamentally similar forms of life. The first few days of the Earth-Tashara summit had fostered a burgeoning alliance. Yet beneath the surface of these diplomatic exchanges, a group of Earth scientists and Tashara technologists embarked on a classified project that could redefine the boundaries of space exploration. In a secure facility, far from the eyes of the public and the media, they toiled over the blueprints of a device capable of withstanding the most extreme cosmic phenomena. Verelix, after being briefed on the secretive endeavor, visited the facility under the guise of a routine inspection. The lab was a hive of activity, with human and Tashara engineers exchanging ideas and equipment. At the center of the room stood the prototype, a compact orb-like device designed to harness the energy of black holes. Dr. Emilio Vasquez, leading the human contingent, approached Verelix with a respectful nod. "Commander, this is the quantum flux modulator. Our goal is to create a stable, miniaturized singularity. It's ambitious, But with Tashara technology, we believe it's possible. Verilix examined the schematics displayed on the holoscreen. Creating a singularity is no small feat. The potential for energy generation is immense, but so is the risk. How do you propose to contain it? We've developed a composite material that combines Tashara energy-absorbing tech with our nanofabricated metamaterials. It's theoretically capable of containing up to 10 to the 20th power joules of energy without breach, explained a Tashara physicist named Selenic. As the technical team delved into further discussions, Verilix felt a twinge of concern. The benefits of such a technology were clear, but the potential for catastrophe loomed large. After the meeting, she pulled Dr. Vasquez aside, ensure that all safety protocols are beyond stringent. An error could be catastrophic, not just for us, but for this entire planet. Dr. Vasquez assured her of their caution, but the gravity of their task lingered in his mind long after Verilix had departed. Meanwhile, cultural and educational exchanges continued to flourish. Schools around the world hosted Tashara guests who shared knowledge about galactic history, astrophysics, and their philosophy of interconnectedness. Earth's artists collaborated with Tashara designers to create artworks that blended techniques and perspectives from both worlds, resulting in exhibitions that drew crowds in the millions, both physically and virtually. On the political front, Earth's leaders and the Tashara delegation drafted the Galactic Accord, outlining the terms of Earth's introduction to the Galactic Council. The Accord provided Earth not only a voice in galactic matters, but also access to the Galactic Library, a vast repository of information accumulated by countless civilizations over millennia. Back at the lab, the quantum flux modulator was nearing completion. The final test was to be conducted under the watchful eyes of both Earth and Tashara's leading scientists. As the test commenced, the air was tense. The device hummed to life, its core glowing with a pulsating light that slowly stabilized into a soothing rhythm. "Stabilization appears successful," Selenic announced, the relief palpable in his voice. Dr. Vasquez let out a breath he hadn't realized he'd been holding. "It's more than successful. It's a breakthrough. This could provide clean, nearly infinite energy." As they celebrated, Verilix received the news with mixed emotions. The success of the quantum flux modulator promised a brighter future, yet she wondered about the unseen consequences of wielding such power. For now, the shadows of potential perils remained just that, shadows. As a new era of human-Tashara cooperation dawned, bright and full of promise, the unveiling of the quantum flux modulator marked a pivotal moment in Earth's history. Yet its ripple effects extended far beyond the confines of energy discussions. Across the globe, debates ignited over the implications of such power. While many hailed the breakthrough as a step towards a utopian future, others cautioned about the dangers of such concentrated energy, particularly in the hands of the few. In the Tashara flagship orbiting Earth, a closed meeting convened, with Verilix and her senior officers discussing the broader strategic implications of the modulator. This technology not only alters Earth's position in the galactic hierarchy, but also shifts the balance of power, noted Tavel, his voice reflecting a deep-seated concern for security. Verilix responded, "Indeed, it is imperative that we guide Earth on responsible usage. The Galactic Council will want to oversee this development closely. We must ensure Earth understands the magnitude of their creation." Meanwhile, back on Earth, Dr. Vasquez found himself at the center of a whirlwind tour, demonstrating the modulator at various scientific and public forums. At each presentation, the same mixture of awe and fear greeted him, reflecting the dual-edged nature of profound technological leaps. Simultaneously, an unanticipated development occurred. Reports began surfacing of unexplained disappearances among the scientists involved in the modulator's development. Initially dismissed as coincidence, the pattern grew too conspicuous to ignore. Dr. Vasquez approached Verilix with his concerns. "We need to consider the possibility of foul play. Someone might be attempting to sabotage or manipulate the project for their own ends," Dr. Vasquez suggested, worry etching his features. Verilix agreed, initiating a covert investigation with a mixed team of Tashara and Earth's security forces. They delved into the backgrounds of everyone associated with the modulator, uncovering a tangled web of corporate, political, and even extraterrestrial interests. As the investigation progressed, the cultural exchange programs continued, providing a serene backdrop to the brewing storm. A significant event was the Earth Tashara Festival, a grand celebration of the partnership. Artists from both worlds showcased works that illustrated the beauty of collaboration. Music, food, and stories flowed freely, symbolizing the hopeful vision of unity between the two civilizations. During the festival, a young Tashara artist named Morel unveiled a massive sculpture titled Interwoven Destinies, which featured intertwined metallic and organic materials representing the DNA helices of both species. It became a symbol of their intertwined futures, celebrated and revered by all who viewed it. But beneath the celebrations, the security teams worked tirelessly. They eventually traced the disruptions to a shadowy faction within the Galactic Council, one that feared Earth's ascendance could threaten their own power. Confronted with this revelation, Verelix and Earth's leaders had to strategize on how to present their findings to the Council without igniting a political firestorm. The decision was made to convene an emergency session of the Council, where Earth could demonstrate its commitment to galactic peace and cooperation. Dr. Vasquez and Verelix prepared a detailed presentation, not only defending the modulator but also proposing a new framework for technology sharing and oversight that would benefit all. As they boarded the shuttle to the Council's headquarters, Verelix and Dr. Vasquez reviewed their strategy one last time. The stakes were monumental, not just for Earth and Tashara, but for the entire galaxy. The upcoming Council session would indeed be a test of their diplomatic acumen and the trust they had fostered amidst the stars. The Galactic Council's headquarters, a colossal structure floating at the nexus of major hyperspace routes, was abuzz with activity. Representatives of various alien species, each with their own unique forms and colors, filled the Grand Assembly Hall. The architecture was a symphony of alien aesthetics, with walls that shimmered with translucent metals and floors that seemed to pulse with soft, bioluminescent light. Verelix and Dr. Vasquez, representing Earth and the Tashara, stood side by side, their presence a stark symbol of the newly formed alliance. The hall quieted as the president of the Council, a venerable figure from the Thrix planet, called the session to order. The matter at hand is the quantum flux modulator developed by Earth, in collaboration with the Tashara, the president announced, his voice echoing through the chamber. This council is convened to discuss the ramifications of such a technology and to ensure it aligns with galactic peace and safety standards. Dr. Vasquez stepped forward, the weight of his words crucial in this historic moment. Esteemed members of the Galactic Council, the invention we bring before you today offers unprecedented potential for energy production, which we intend to share under strict guidelines and oversight. He detailed the technological mechanisms, the safety measures in place, and the proposed protocols for its use, emphasizing transparency and collective benefit. The presentation included simulations of the modulator's operations, showcasing both its efficiency and its fail-safes. However, skepticism was palpable. A delegate from the Zaltran Confederacy raised a concern. While we recognize the potential benefits, the risk of weaponization cannot be ignored. How do you propose to control such a powerful technology? Before Verelix could respond, an unexpected ally emerged. A representative from the Alkari Syndicate, traditionally neutral, voiced support. The Earth Tashara initiative has set a precedent for cooperation. With proper regulation, this can be an asset to us all. Let us not be governed by fear, but by the possibility of progress. The debate intensified, with factions both for and against the modulator voicing their opinions. Meanwhile, Verelix received a discreet communication from her intelligence officer. The shadowy faction intent on disrupting the project had been further exposed, their motives linked to economic gains tied to traditional energy sources. Armed with this information, Verelix addressed the Council. It has come to our attention that there are entities within our galaxy who would prefer to stifle innovation for personal gain, at the expense of broader advancement. We urge the Council to consider the broader picture and the benefits this technology can bring. The session stretched into hours as each member deliberated. Finally, the Council agreed to appoint a special committee to oversee the implementation of the modulator, consisting of members from various worlds, ensuring a balanced approach to its deployment and monitoring. As the assembly adjourned, there was a sense of cautious optimism. Dr. Vasquez and Verelix exchanged looks of relief and determination, aware that while a significant hurdle had been cleared, the real work of integrating the technology responsibly into galactic society was just beginning. Back on Earth, news of the Council's decision was met with jubilation and pride. Celebrations erupted across continents, not just for the technological triumph, but for Earth's formal acceptance into the galactic community. The planet buzzed with excitement, looking forward to a future that was now irrevocably linked to the stars above. As the Tashara ship prepared to return to Earth, Verelix pondered the intricate web of politics, power, and technology. The challenges ahead were daunting, but for the first time in her career, she felt a stirring of hope that perhaps, together, they could forge a path that transcended their differences, a path lit by the shared light of stars. In the aftermath of the Galactic Council's landmark decision, Earth began to assume its new role within the cosmic community, with a mixture of pride and responsibility. Dr. Vasquez, hailed as a pioneer, took the lead in organizing a series of conferences on Earth to discuss the integration of the quantum flux modulator into the energy grids of interested galactic civilizations. The events were attended by delegations from across the galaxy, showcasing Earth's commitment to its new galactic responsibilities. Meanwhile, the Tashara, recognizing the need for continued partnership, established a permanent embassy on Earth, located near the United Nations headquarters, symbolizing their dedication to ongoing diplomatic relations. Verelix, appointed as the first ambassador, worked tirelessly to bridge Earth's historical experience with the galactic community's vast knowledge. As the Tashara Embassy became a focal point for interstellar diplomacy, a new educational exchange program was initiated. This program allowed Earth's brightest students to study on Tashara and other allied planets, while alien students attended Earth's universities, fostering a deep, mutual cultural understanding. Simultaneously, Verelix and Dr. Vasquez navigated the complex task of ensuring that the quantum flux modulator's technology was not only shared, but also used ethically. They formed a supervisory body, comprising members from various planetary systems, to oversee the deployment and management of the technology. Their first project was the establishment of a power plant on a remote, energy-starved planet in the Outer Rim, transforming it into a hub of development and prosperity. Back on Earth, as the anniversary of the first contact approached, a grand celebration was planned. Cities around the world lit up with displays of both human and alien art, technology, and culture. A special ceremony was held at the site of the Tashara's first landing, attended by world leaders, diplomats, and citizens from across the globe. During the celebration, Verelix delivered a speech that was broadcast throughout the galaxy. Today, we stand as witnesses to what unity can achieve. We have not only embraced new technology, but have woven a tapestry of cooperation that spans stars. Let this be a testament to what different beings can accomplish when they come together in harmony. The event also marked the inauguration of the Unity Monument, a colossal structure designed by both human and Tashara architects. Located in the heart of the United Nations Park, it spiraled skywards, a lattice of materials native to the homeworlds of all the Galactic Council's member species, symbolizing interstellar unity and Earth's unique role within it. In the quieter moments of the celebration, Dr. Vasquez and Verelix shared a contemplative pause. Looking at the joy and camaraderie around them, they discussed the future. Dr. Vasquez mused, "We've achieved so much, yet the journey ahead is still vast." Verelix nodded, her eyes reflecting the starlit sky. "True, the horizon is endless, but so are our possibilities. Together, we have turned challenges into opportunities. We will continue to do so, fostering peace and prosperity not just for our planets, but for all in the galaxy." As the festivities continued into the night, children of Earth and children of the stars watched a dazzling display of lights that mimicked the auroras of distant worlds. The message was clear: Earth was no longer just a solitary planet in the vast expanse of space, but a vibrant member of a grand interconnected cosmos. With the quantum flux modulator as a beacon of their technological prowess, and the Unity Monument as a symbol of their cultural integration, Earth and its people stepped confidently into a future where the sky was not a limit, but a beginning.